you won't get rotation. Nowhere in the nation. Program directors and DJs ignored. Just as we say, top 40, and top 30, top 20, and top 10. Until you put more hip-hop in.
We need media of our own. We need media of our own. We agreed to found an action movement and to call it Dignity. We agreed to found an action movement and to call it Dignity. We agreed to found an action movement and to call it Dignity.
From Pacifica, this is Democracy Now!
I, Barack Hussein Obama, do solemnly swear
that I will execute the office of President to the United States faithfully.
Barack Obama himself becomes the most powerful single black individual in the history of civilization.
I don't give a damn about the health insurance people being in business or out of business. I want a system that works.
And just as I was in pajamas, they put me on a plane and flew me to Costa Rica.
I think that this economic system that we have is an evil system.
It was a massacre in Gaza, and you don't really see that because they're measuring everything against what they call the laws of war.
I have determined that it is in our vital national interest to send an additional 30,000 U.S. troops to Afghanistan.
Time is up. Over the next 2 weeks, governments have to deliver a strong and long-term response to the challenge of climate change.
Out of this chaos, something new has to come and will come, because it cannot go on like this.
Today, a Democracy Now! Special, Hope, War, and Resistance. Our look back at 2009, coming up. Welcome to Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, the War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman. Today, we look back at 2009, and we'll begin where it began, in January. Israeli ground troops and tanks have pushed deeper into Gaza and surrounded Gaza City, effectively splitting Gaza into two sections. At least 531 Palestinians have died over the past 10 days. 5 Israelis have died since the fighting began. The United States blocked a UN Security Council statement on Saturday calling for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza.
All of us, of course, would like to see, violence stop, but not at the expense of an agreement that does not prevent the crisis from happening again.
The statistics are clear. Among the 2,500 injured, 45% are women and children. And then there are also all the civilian men. So the large majority of the injured, the victims, are women, men, and children, civilian.
There's no place safe in Gaza for the civilians. They're afraid to stay home, they're afraid to move. They're also afraid to go down the street to try to find some water or to try to buy some food. No electricity, no water, difficult access to hospitals, ambulances that are not able to reach some places to collect the wounded. The nation's official unemployment rate has jumped to 7.2%. as employers eliminated over 500,000 jobs in December.
Right now, it seems like we are losing about 500,000 jobs every month. So the situation is very dire. And combined with this, there's no obvious end in sight.
Israel declared a unilateral ceasefire Saturday, ending a 22-day assault on Gaza that killed more than 1,300 Palestinians, most of them civilians, at least 1/3 children.
All our homes have been destroyed. Even this little boy does not have a home. What is his fault? Look at him. What do they want from us? Our houses? Why do they want to destroy them? Why do they destroy our homes?
President Bush held his final news conference Monday.
There have been disappointments. Abu Ghraib obviously was a huge disappointment during the presidency. Not having weapons of mass destruction was a significant disappointment. I don't know if you want to call those mistakes or not, but things didn't go according to plan, let's put it that way.
We pray now, O Lord, for your blessing upon thy servant, Barack Obama, the 44th President of these United States, his family,
and his administration.
I, Barack Hussein Obama, do solemnly swear.
I, Barack Hussein Obama, do solemnly swear
that I will execute the office of President to the United States faithfully.
that I will execute
the office of President of the United States.
President of the United States faithfully.
Barack Obama himself becomes the most powerful single black individual in the history of civilization. You know, there's never been a person in control of the resources which the United States has, of the creative and destructive powers that the United States has. So he's easily the most powerful single black individual that's ever walked planet Earth. And that's a major breakthrough in race relations.
This is the meaning of our liberty and our creed, why men and women and children of every race and every faith can join in celebration across this magnificent mall, and why a man whose father less than 60 years ago might not have been served at a local restaurant can now stand before you to take a most sacred oath.
President Obama is expected to sign executive orders today for the closure of the Guantanamo prison and secret CIA jails overseas.
Guantanamo will be closed no later than 1 year from now.
There is little doubt that our greatest military challenge right now is Afghanistan. As you know, the United States has focused more on Central Asia in recent months. President Obama has made it clear that the Afghanistan theater should be our top overseas military priority.
The situation we face could not be more serious. We have inherited an economic crisis as deep and as dire as any since the Great Depression.
What is this latest on the Obama administration twice invoking the state secrets privilege over the past 2 weeks?
They seem to be continuing the Bush administration's policy of relying on the doctrine of state secrets to cover up inquiries by civil litigants into what went wrong with the Bush administration's policies, whether that's snooping on Americans or torturing suspects.
An unprecedented case of judicial corruption is unfolding in Pennsylvania. Several hundred families have filed a class-action lawsuit against 2 former judges who've pleaded guilty to taking bribes in return for placing youths in privately owned jails.
I was never offered a lawyer, never explained my rights to a lawyer or what benefits it would have. I was just sent away to Camp Adams for at least 90 days, and I spent the better part of 4.5 months there.
A series of protests are scheduled outside the New York Post today to condemn the publication of a cartoon that critics say depicts President Obama as a chimpanzee.
I said that even though they called us chimps, we came to let them know we're not chumps.
President Obama's unveiled a $3.55 trillion spending budget for the coming fiscal year. On Thursday, Obama said the plan includes tax relief for lower-income Americans while repealing Bush administration tax cuts for the wealthy.
No part of my budget will be free from scrutiny or untouched by reform.
That's a pretty amazing story. Rocky Mountain News closing up. You've got the Minneapolis Star-Tribune in bankruptcy, the Chicago Tribune, the Philadelphia Inquirer, San Francisco Chronicles in deep trouble, even the New York Times.
As a candidate for president, I made clear my support for a timeline of 16 months to carry out this drawdown, while pledging to consult closely with our military commanders upon taking office to ensure that we preserve the gains we've made and to protect our troops.